Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
And Mewd.
So you've died twice.
Yeah. Well, no, I think I've only died once in this go-round.
No, you died to the glitch and then the lava.
Yeah, so
I wonder why I have 3 lives. Did I get that many points already?
You won the bonus, so you might have.
How many points do you need? 20 million?
It's like 100 billion? I don't know.
Okay, well, it's not 100 billion. I know that much. You have 21 million so far. I guess 20 million gets you a life. Or you get an extra ball? I don't know.
What is a Pharaon?
What's a steam arena? Is that where Robonic gets Robonic? Moronic is more like it.
Well, they called him Robotnik in the cartoon, which I always thought was very clever.
They did that in both cartoons.
Anyway, is that where he let his balls sweat? Like, what is the steam arena for? You think?
It's for his clucks.
What?
It's for his clucks. Those chickens, chicken robots.
Those are called clucks.
Yes.
Okay. What do they do in the steam arena?
Well, that's unclear.
Do they lay eggs?
They're robots. They can't lay eggs.
I know, but do they lay robotic eggs?
They lay batteries.
That doesn't make any sense.
Got him.
These
are Robotnik. Whoa.
It's not. No wonder he hates that. Yeah, they vom every time you hit them, so that's gotta.
Robo head down.
What is the robot? Why?
I mean, that's how I respond in a fight. Is if somebody, I immediately vomit. It is a defense mechanism.
I don't get in a lot of fights, so that may very well be what happens if you punch me.
Let's try it. Let me just.
I'd rather you didn't.
Hold on there.
Let's just leave that one for people to theorize.
What is that thing flying there?
It's just a buster.
He's dead now.
A buster?
I think that's what they're called.
What is a buster?
Because like if you kill them, urgent orders will say Buster busted.
Why is he a buster? Is it like the bunny?
Yeah, like Buster Bunny.
Like
No,
it doesn't.
It looks more like a samurai.
Did they try to make Buster Bunny and they just did a really bad job?
Do you know who Buster Bunny is?
Do you even
David?
know?
I Tiny Toons. The blue one.
I was actually thinking of the one from Arthur. I forgot that there are 2 Busters.
There are multiple
Well, that's
Buster
Buster
Bunnies.
Baxter from Arthur.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that one, David?
Yes, I've seen Arthur, which you've already.
Which Buster
spoiled.
do you prefer?
Well, I think I have a lot more nostalgia for Buster Bunny, but I think that Buster from Arthur is
His name's
better.
Buster Baxter.
Buster Baxter is
Buster
the better creature, the better entity.
Better creature. He's like a
They're
person.
they're both sentient, I suppose, but.
Damn, so you're saying that Buster Bunny is a worse creature?
Well, like,
Buster's pretty obnoxious.
Buster Baxter is like just a kid who's like, he might do some stupid things, but he's still like kind of wholesome, and you'd spend like a day with him, maybe like play Smash with him and just completely wreck him. But but like Buster Bunny is kind of like a jerk.
He's kind of a dick.
He's
Like,
pretty obnoxious.
He's based on like Bugs Bunny, so it's like you enjoy watching Bugs Bunny, but you wouldn't really want to interact with him. You wouldn't want to have him as like the person you are serving at a restaurant.
Yeah, no, that'd be a real obnoxious day.
He's got to be like. If you're in any kind of like
He's
service,
like tricking me, like to use my dynamite as a pen for my order, or like, I lift up the thing and it's him. He gives you a kiss. Like, come on, Bugs.
I just want to eat some fucking food.
No, I'm the server. I'm just like, let me serve you, Bugs. Come on.
I'm trying to do my job, and he wouldn't tip either.
Oh, if he does tip, it's like carrots. And
I'll have a stick of dynamite, Doc. Oh, what up? Oh, Bugs.
Pump it up.
Now I gotta go to the hospital.
Please do not serve this rabbit if you see him. Call the police instead.
Now, I will say that Bugs Bunny does live by the. He never fights first. He always fights in reaction.
He's honorable.
So if you were like rude to him as a waiter, then he might pull the old dynamite as a pen trick on you.
Will he still be an asshole to you?
But
like,
see, the difference going back, it all loops around. Buster Bunny, I think, would.
Oh yeah,
Buster Bunny's a little shithead.
Buster Bunny goes around picking fights. That's the difference between him and Bugs.
For sure. Yeah.
He hasn't learned the wisdom of Bugs Bunny.
When is the last time either of you has seen the Tiny Toons How I Spent My Summer Vacation?
Oh god.
I think it's been about 5 years, and the animation is not as aged as well as I thought it would.
I watched it on YouTube maybe like 6 years ago, like a while back.
I watched it earlier this year, and that was the first time I'd seen it in like, I want to say 20 years. It's a weird fucking movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an odyssey.
Do you remember the whole segment with the Southern crocodile family?
Oh, vaguely.
And they all just want to like kiss and or eat Buster the whole time. Like they want to like, I don't know if they want to fuck him or if they want to eat him or both. The motivations were unclear.
There's a lot of children's media from the 90s that has a lot of like veiled fetish going on.
There was a lot of repressed.
Like, are you guys familiar enough like Aladdin and like how much like transformation is a part of that show?
Yes, I know of it. Yeah.
There's like 5 episodes where it's like characters get like transformed into a monster, and it's like, oh, this is irreversible, even though they do reverse it.
This is before there were communities to vent these sorts of.
What was the most tragic transformation in the Aladdin cartoon?
Okay, well, I think that there's somebody like there was a Twitter post where it was like on Disney Plus we've got just the one episode of Aladdin where Aladdin and Jasmine are turned into snake people, and they just quietly resign themselves to this fate together.
Oh shit!
Wow!
But that happened in the show.
In Disney Plus, they don't have all the episodes.
I know. It's like the joke on it was like, okay, we only have one episode on the entire service of Aladdin. It is the weirdest one we could think of.
And one guy was like, this one.
Did they resolve it, or is that just the end of the episode?
I wish it was the end of the episode because that'd just be kind of like just so surreal.
That would feel like a Dexter's Lab ending. Like, oh, we're snake people forever.
We're just gonna leave on that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, remember, one of the most iconic Dexter's Lab endings for me is the dad just being like a plant, just going, feed me.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Feed me.
Come on.
So Dexter's Lab did that all the time, just like, we're not gonna resolve it. It's a fucking cartoon. Who cares?
Maybe one day they'll find a way out of this.
Okay, but that would bother me legitimately as a child. I appreciated every cartoon that like took its like continuity seriously. That's why Gargoyles is like.
I should watch Gargoyles. It's on old Disney Plus. Yeah. I guess you should watch it.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus more like
That's why Dragon Ball Z was like revolutionary for me, because it's like they're continuing from what happened last time,
and it's still one of the finest pieces of storytelling to this day. Yeah, I felt Pokemon didn't have that, but when it did continue, it was like crazy. Like whenever they did like stay tuned.
It had like big picture continuity, but it was pretty episodic.
Barely. I mean, yeah, there's get all the 8 badges, but they would have like cliffhanger episodes like Blaine's Gym. I remember. I forget what Pokemon, like Magmar or something, like shoots a fire blast at Pikachu, and they're like, "Is Pikachu gonna die? Find out next time." And I found it very like exciting. Do you remember the one where they're trapped on the St. Anne and it sinks?
Yeah, that's
like a whole saga. Like that's like a couple episode arc, and it ends with them on the island of giant Pokemon. It's some wild ass shit.
The St. Anne episode was very memorable to me because like they aired that as like a pilot outside of like the main series starting, and I was like, I have to devote the rest of my life to Pokemon now.
They didn't. What do you mean it's a pilot? No, they didn't.
I mean, that might have been just like a local thing at my station.
Okay.
Because like
there's no standard.
They aired it like at 6 a.m. and it was like, what is this?
I had to like scan through like satellite.
What's weird is that's the first episode I remember ever seeing anything from. Mm-hmm. So maybe there's something to that. Maybe they like showed that one a lot. Because I remember just randomly turning the TV on, and it's very vivid to me. In that episode, they had like a pyramid of Charmanders, like doing a simultaneous attack against Team Rocket, and I was like, "What is this? It's so interesting!" And that was my first exposure to Pokemon at all.
No.
Because then it was that, and then it was like, and then like the cards started becoming popular, and then like the game. I was like, "Oh, people have the game," and.
Like for me, it was like that, and then like in Nintendo Power, they just had like took screen caps of the episodes and put them as a comic, and I was like, oh.
Oh, I remember when they did shit like that. Yeah.
I had the game first, and then when I saw the cartoon, it was like he had Brock and Misty as their friends, and they were on their way to go to Lieutenant Surge. So I just assumed that he was gonna like gather a crew of every gym leader.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, just all of them are there. Helping him out.
I want to note real quick that this little platform that rises, when I was a kid, I didn't know it did this. I didn't know until Elvis did it on this channel.
That is very not intuitive. Oh wait, how do you get up there before?
Until now?
You just had to just hope you landed up here.
Oh no.
That's a good game design there, where you literally for 20 years had no idea
That's a good
this
game
did
design.
that thing.
I don't like these crows or those
I don't like this
vultures.
game.
Wow.
Sonic 3 also had that kind of issue because like there was on the carnival stage, there was the little cylinder that you had to push up and down on the controller. I didn't understand that as a kid. I was like, okay, I guess I'm done with the game now.
Getting stuck there.
Smashing! Smashing! Smashing!
Smashing, Poppert.
Smashing, Pop-Part! Surge activated. My favorite soda! Buster busted. Finally, Buster Bunny gets to go to jail for his sins.
Finally, he is brought to justice.
Okay, so I gotta correct myself. It's the little like monkey guys that are the busters.
Oh shit, you don't know shit about Sonic! You don't even know who that is!
Oh, that's what you deserve.
I know I got the surge. It's fine.
Oh.
What's the surge?
If I hit these two tabs on the sides, then it'll like the electrical current will just put me in the middle, so I don't have to climb my way back up here.
I don't like seeing all those kitty cats get shocked. That's no good.
They're not getting shot. They're turned into robots and losing their free will.
Well, they're getting shocked as part of the process.
Just
I didn't
like
say they were
Sonic's dead
just
uncle.
getting
Yes.
shocked.
Well, Uncle Chuck's not dead. He's just he's
Uncle
living.
Chuck?
His name's Chuck, and he's living an eternal nightmare. Until they managed to reverse robotization later on.
They did.
But then, you know,
Thank God.
Genesis Wave resets everything, so it was kind of a wash.
Does he get captured again?
I have not actually read the comics post-Genesis Wave.
That'd be a real bummer.
How many issues of this comic did you actually read?
Probably in the ballpark of 25.
And also, where did you get this comic? Is this something you get at the grocery store? Like, I never...
my experience was when they were selling them at the grocery store, I was like, okay, I'll pick one up.
Yeah.
But they stopped selling them at the grocery store, so I was like, oh, I guess I should have like just got a subscription, but too late now, I guess, because we didn't have internet or whatever.
Sure.
And then like when they did like they had like a 58 issue anniversary, I picked that up and I was like, wow, a lot of stuff happened I missed.
Yeah, because apparently every issue, Ken Penders is like, this is Sonic's sister, Bonnet, and Bonnet is part of the evil armada.
It's like Sonia's Sonic's sister.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
So he does have siblings?
Well, it depends. Like, we're talking the Sonic Underground content.
No,
Nobody
universe.
wants Sonic Underground.
Sonic Underground doesn't
Okay,
exist.
but no, in the Archie continuity, there's a multiverse of Sonics, including Sonic Underground.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh no.
Okay.
The first time I saw anything about Sonic Underground, I was like visiting Europe. And like I just saw it on TV in a foreign language, and I was like, "What the fuck? Is this just a European Sonic?
the Hedgehog.
There's a green one, and that's weird.
The fact that this has like Scratch from the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog
It's a
just
weird crossover.
It's like, okay, you've already got the SatM characters; those continuities are mutually exclusive.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. They're like, fuck it, both of them.
Like
do
which
Sonic Underground characters appear in this?
No, because that came out in like the 2000s.
Who is
That
this?
did not come out in the 2000s.
Okay, look it up right now.
No, it did not.
When did Sonic Underground come
Oh,
out?
Underground.
That
Maybe it was.
definitely was 90s.
Which version of Sonic is playing this pinball game then? If he knows about his other friends and also about Scratch. Answer that.
Bitch. Hey, guess when this aired?
Oh, no.
Bitch.
Is it 1990?
1999.
Oh, that's barely.
2000s? 2000s? That's implying like 2004. 2005?
That's just like when
No, wait, this isn't Sonic X. This ain't Sonic X, bitch. Sonic Underground.
I guess.
Do you even know who Sonic is? I don't.
You've still not established that you know who Sonic is.
It really seems like you're playing like a werewolf type game where you're pretending you know who Sonic is.
See, I think David picked up on who Sonic is based
David
on
might be
what
the
we
traitor.
said.
Yeah.
He might be the Sonic traitor.
I don't
here.
think David originally knew who Sonic was.
He's definitely been doing well piecing together context clues.
I mean, I just get on, thanks Ken Penders, and I just like take as much of that information as I can in your whatever.
I think David is Ken Penders.
Was Ken Penders the one who like semi-recently said something like, "Oh, in Sonic they fuck" or something? Or
Well, okay, he did imply in the comics, and it's like it's strongly people read into the fact that like it was censored that he had some characters have sex.
well, do they have kids?
Well, there's kids' characters have kids, yes, but I mean more so like there's an affair implied.
Whoa, what? Between who?
Okay, well because it's like
Jeffrey St. John and John St. Sonia? Who's
okay, well I think that if I remember like the Tumblr I read it off correctly, that like
The best source of
Ken Penders like said
information.
off the record that he does think that Joffrey had sex with Sally Acorn. which is weird because like he kind of establishes like Joffrey as being like Joffrey as being like college age.
Okay.
And like Sally's like 16. So
Ken panders.
But like there's like flash forwards where you see characters' kids. And he had like this whole kind of like Harry Potter like flash forward to all the characters are now adults and they're kind of have this miserable middle class life and and they have kids.
Ken Pender sounds like a real joyful, cheery sort.
It's more so that like the fan reading of it is more so that it's miserable. He's more like, okay, no, just having like this very quiet middle class is the happy ending. But it's like,
oh, okay.
But,
now let me ask you, how many years did this comic go for?
It was a long time. It was like I would say at least 15.
Did he get to finish everything up neatly?
There was a lot of like promises that he made in terms of like the content that did not get resolved. And that's why he sued Archie and Sega to get possession of his original characters. And that's part of why the Genesis wave had to happen. They had to reset things because they couldn't use a lot of characters that he established as being very important.
Like Jeffrey?
Like Julie Sue.
I'm sorry. Who's Julie Sue?
Knuckles' like future wife. Excuse you.
Whoa.
What?
Do you think this level will take you 15 minutes, or do you think
let's continue?
All right.
Are we on the final? We're on the final level, right?
Yes.
We're on the final level.
Damn, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll clinch it.
I think I collected 2.
All right, let's see if you can do it.
Elvis, it looks like you're already.
Elvis, you're getting smoked.
I think he's
Fucking
past you at this
2
point.
episodes in the final level? Took you like 5?
Took him off his
Do
throne.
you even know who Sonic is, Elvis?
He might not.
I don't think he might.